We're live?
We are live.
All right.
Nico, can you scoot in just a little bit? Thank you.
Move the fuck in, Nico.
I don't know if I can.
I don't bite, don't worry.
Oh, I just mean the arms of the chair.
I'm going to have to pull the arms up and get no arms.
No, I want arms. All right. This is our maybe only the second live high five of all time. Seems to be the live crew. When we go live,
What's that for?
High five.
Can I interrupt 1 second?
Sure.
What the fuck is that? Seriously, what is
that
that?
peanut butter chocolate milk I got you on Saturday, and you shit on my face because of it.
I don't like milk. I don't like peanut butter. So why would I ever come close to drinking it?
You don't like peanut butter?
No, I don't. Not as a drink.
It's pretty mediocre.
You never had it.
I like peanut butter toast. I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
So you like peanut butter.
I don't like peanut butter liquid.
Well,
You objectively like peanut butter.
have you ever had a smoothie with peanut butter?
No.
That's fair.
I'm not
I
interested
put
in
dry
that.
peanut butter in all my smoothies.
Okay, back to the main card.
Apologize to Steve.
I'm not.
But we have our live crew: Nico, Steve, Mike, Dan S. as he's known on
real tired of that.
as he's known on the program.
I am getting real tired of being the second grade Dan on this show.
Dan S.
Dan S. We are doing our high five of villains. So we left it fairly broad. You can play around with it and get creative.
I kind of did like favorite and iconic, kind of.
Yeah, it's whatever you think. Whatever you think in your head. On high five, we always say, John, Dan, and I always say it's just your favorite. Like, just, if it's, like, let's say it's, I don't know. I don't want to use an example because...
Should I sit on this side of the table?
Yeah.
Scooch over, Dan.
I'm not going all the way down
Scooch over,
here.
Dan.
This is ridiculous. Why can't you sit there?
Because it looks weird.
Not really.
I just realized that.
Am I even in frame now?
I don't know. I'm not looking at the camera.
Unless you want to put the camera like diagonally at the table.
Trying to think...
You are all in frames, actually.
Cool.
I'll be the judge of that when I look at it. I am.
All right.
Yeah,
You're lucky, pal.
I normally never get this spot from you, so good. Scooch over, buddy.
So it can be all walks of life. It could be movies, shows.
All walks of life.
Pretty much could be anything. It's whatever you guys want to do.
I think the number one villain is death. Everybody should be alive.
That's,
Too broad.
I mean, I suppose. Go for it.
Damn it. Ooh, I actually made a mark on this.
What did you do, Steve?
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm kind of just winging this one. I have some villains in mind that I want to have on there.
I think Dan has some deep-seated stuff he wants to talk about. in
Yeah.
this one.
Like what?
Do you want to start us off, Dan?
Oh, I'm starting off?
No, you're number 5.
Yep.
My number 5 top villains would be the Wilton Mall management team here at the mall.
Oh my god.
That's number 1.
Wow.
They're always disagreeing with what I want, and I'm always disagreeing with what they want.
So Dan's are going to be personal, his
That
list.
is pretty neat.
I mean, you want to talk about creativity? I mean, they're my villaon.
Yeah,
I come in every day, and that's who I'm battling with. Rather it's rat, sales, space, moving, what I want, what I don't want, parking in the back road. It's nothing more than villain after villain after villain.
You can just lump that all into the Wilton Mall in general.
That's what I said, the Wilton Mall management. I got yelled at 2 weeks ago from parking in the back. That's been rectified. But then I got, it's, oh, your rent's got to increase. Oh, we got a movie here. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, the lights have to be off here. Oh, we got your... It's just always an issue. They are my personal villain that I thought I put on the list. Does everyone have their own personal villain? There's a few I couldn't say names. Okay, so there's a few I'm like, I can't actually say them. Okay, there's a few I'm like, he'd be one of my villains, but I'm not going to put that on the list. Okay, so I've decided to keep it clean.
I did not have any personal entries in my
It doesn't
list.
have to be a person.
I don't know that I have any personal
Disease.
Yeah.
I mean, you're villain. First, I guess you got to look at what your definition of villain is. My definition of a villain is someone or something or someone that I disagree with, battle with consistently, that cause me any remotely amount of stress, That's a villain. Is that not what a villain is to other people? You look at like Thanos and Marvel. Marvel causes.
You're getting real deep into your philosophy.
No, I'm trying to clarify the definition of what is a villain and what causes someone to be a villain.
I'm fine with your pick. It's your pick.
Moving on.
So back to Earth a little bit. I had Michael Myers as my number 5.
Come on, Mike.
Yeah, Michael Myers, Wilton. Who's worse?
I would say we gotta bring it back to. I know who would be more evil here.
Bring it to reality.
I think as far as like the slasher movies go, I was only gonna put one on the list, but I think he is probably the most iconic to me. Just the music, the theme song, and then the mask. When I was younger, it used to scare the shit out of me, but now the movies are pretty cool to watch.
Oh, yeah.
I heard the second one stunk. I never saw that
Have
one.
you,
The new ones,
yeah, it's the worst movie ever. I watched it, I'm not joking, 15 times this summer.
And
It's
you
the
didn't
worst
like it?
movie I've ever seen.
If you watched it 15 times, it has to be somewhat cool.
Other circumstances involved. But let me say, there's a scene in it where there's like this old lady, she's in her house, and like he breaks in, kills like the husband already, he's dead. She's just like standing there. Do you know like the light bulbs like in there, like the tops of those? He like shatters one of them. She's literally just standing there like against the wall. She's like, oh, and he's like walking across the whole kitchen like really slow with like the light bulb and like slowly like puts it into her neck and like she doesn't move for like it's like a 2-minute sequence. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
The new Halloween comes out Friday, right?
Yeah, the 14th.
I might have to go.
Are we going? I would expect that we would be going to watch that.
I'm not making any plans with this crew to watch movies. It's one of the deepest movie backstabbing groups I've ever seen.
I'm gonna say Nico is our movie villain.
Maybe I'll just go watch myself.
I can't.
Like a freak.
It is on Peacock.
Oh, it's
on
right
Peacock?
out. Right out on.
That could be easier.
No.
Dan can buy a pie. I'm not buying any more pies.
Pie would be cheaper than movie tickets.
We could dim the lights. We could make our own little
Possibly.
theater
But
experience.
can you watch movies on Twitch now?
No,
No.
not legally.
No, I think there isn't. There's like an app or there's like a Twitch thing where you can like it's like watch Twitch or something.
Oh, there's some movies that are.
You can physically as long as you buy or rent the movie through Amazon. You can watch it on Twitch.
There's a certain
and the people
list
can
of
watch
ones
you.
that can be done.
Oh, so I can't do like a new movie?
No,
That's
unless they have
bullshit.
rights to it.
It's exclusively on Peacock.
Add Amazon to my list.
Amazon. Jeff Bezos, the baldest motherfucker in the world.
All right.
I did have Thanos on, but he was right in the end, so I'm gonna have to go with number 5 as Joker. Just all of the
All Joker iterations, or
the Killing Joke was really good.
I actually liked that one. That was a whip.
Is that the size of your list?
Yeah.
Looks like a piece of paper from the Game Boy printer or something.
It works.
But like all these are ones that I had on my list. They're going now.
You hate to see it.
I got to revise it on the
So
fly.
we're doing a draft, so you can't have things.
Well, I'm gonna try to revise it on the fly.
You can't say that now because then you would want to pick the good ones first. You can pick ones that people have said.
You know, keep going.
You can just
alright.
have stronger feelings than we had. Number 5 is pretty soft feelings.
I think my number 5, between two, from the same show. I think I'm going to go with Ramsay Bolton from
The Throne.
Game of Thrones. Back in the Thrones mood now with House of Dragons out. I've been watching it.
I have been watching it too. It's
And
not bad.
I think it's between a few, but I think Thrones. I'm going Ramsay. I feel like he was the most like just
Who's
right when
it
he came
between?
in. It was like kind of like a backstab right away, and then he was like, he was just nuts, like
Who is it between?
Joffrey.
I almost put him
Joffrey?
on my list. So.
Those were the two that I was. Gonna
Yeah.
I mean, you could put a number of characters on there,
Yeah.
but I was gonna. I wanted Ramsay as my 5.
He's the kind of character you love to hate.
Yeah, he's and then what?
No, keep going.
Number 4, I'm going to go with. I'm going to go to the. Well, I guess not really MCU, but Marvel Universe. I'm going Doctor Doom, the best Marvel villain. maybe not in any of the movies yet, but once he's actually in the actual MCU,
he will make a big presence
shortly.
when he does appear.
I'm assuming he's going to be like the next like big bad of everything. But,
Isn't he the Fantastic Four's main villain normally? Yeah.
Yep. So once they come in, he'll come in, and then he'll probably be like the Avengers villain at some point. So
Doctor Doom.
going Doctor Doom is my number 4.
Real quick. So for the one that we do that's normally...
Your hate?
So what would that be?
That's
now?
second to last.
It would still be a villain.
No, but like, well, how are we clarifying that one? Is it like a villain that we love?
No, it's a
it's-
villain that you just don't respect.
Alright, so a villain we just don't like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My number 4 is gonna have to be King of Outworld himself, Shao Kahn.
God.
Or the Emperor, my bad. He's got a big ass hammer and he'll hit you with it. And
I do love me some Shao Kahn. I don't think I had any video game villains on there, but
I was thinking about it.
I got 3 of them. So
he's the villain of Fortnite.
It's the imaginative order. Or whatever.
Oh, shit. That's it.
yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
4. I had the Joker as well. You already went into it, but I had specifically Heath Ledger's Joker. You
pretty
can't
good.
really. That's gonna be a performance that goes down through the ages. Other than that, I said we already touched on the Joker. I almost put Joaquin on there, but
He's very okay.
he's definitely second best. But
Anything but Jared Leto.
it's tough to judge a Joker. Yeah, he's dog shit, but that's tough to judge until he has him fight Batman in one of his movies. So. Number 4, Dan.
Alright, so I'm gonna get it done now. I'm gonna go with Mike Myers. I'm picking because he's one of my favorites. I
Dan
love the
loves
Mike
him,
Myers
man.
movies. I'm gonna put him up now because Mike.
Do you
just
like
did
the
it.
one that I said sucked?
Which one did you say sucked?
Halloween Kills? Something like that?
Yeah.
No,
Came
everyone
out like
thinks
2
that
years ago.
sucked.
What?
The most
the new
recent
ones are
one.
great.
The most recent one. You said it
Oh, the
sucked.
most recent one's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Big John, Little John, that one.
It's not so much the.
It sucks.
No, first off, there's movies that suck and there's great. Yeah, I'm talking more the character in general. Like I'm not previewing the movie.
The
Yeah,
villain of
I
Michael
know. I was
Myers.
just. It was like a separate question. Just did you like the most recent one?
No,
It sucked.
I thought okay. The first one,
that one
Halloween.
Was
What
good.
was the first one? Halloween Returns.
It was just Halloween.
Of the
The
newest,
reboot Halloween.
Was it just Halloween?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I
it's
don't know
Halloween.
about the newest. It might.
I think it's Halloween Returns.
That sounds about right.
I think it's Halloween
The one with,
Returns,
like, the guy
Halloween
where
Kills,
he's in prison.
Halloween. What's the new one?
Ends is the one
Yeah.
that comes out Friday.
Yeah, Returns, Kills, and Ends. I think.
Yeah.
The middle one was absolutely stupid. I thought.
Those are all just dumb names for a movie.
No, I mean
Like, especially Ends.
Halloween Returns is great. Halloween Ends, I think is great. Halloween
But it's not gonna
Kills,
end.
I think is stupid. I really the names actually aren't that bad.
Halloween Returns makes sense.
Halloween Kills is really stupid.
It can, all right,
It's
yeah.
better than H20.
H2O, you mean? The wetness.
But like
itself.
you get into some of those, and some of them are bad. Like my favorite Halloween is definitely the third one, the third and fourth.
Isn't there like ones with like not even like anything
The second
to do
one.
with?
No, I'm sorry. My favorite is the fourth one. The first and second are with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yep.
And then the third one doesn't even have Mike Myers in it.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one he returns. Jamie Lee Curtis isn't in that one, and it's about the girl Jamie.
Is that the Rob Zombie one?
No,
That's actually
he
a hard
does.
take. I like those ones the best.
Which
Yeah,
one?
the zombie
My
ones.
dad likes the Rob Zombie.
No, the Rob Zombie. That's a whole different era.
Those
that
ones
goes
were
back.
twisted.
That's the Halloween.
So I watched the first part of that one.
They
I
made
was
me
like,
feel
I'm done.
uncomfortable, but
That's the
That's-
Halloween
When you watch those
Resurrection,
movies, kinda.
Halloween H2O, or the Halloween 20.
See,
that's all Rob Zombie
Yeah,
ones.
I'd still rather watch the newer ones than the Rob Zombie ones because I just don't. I don't like gross stuff. Like these kills in the newer ones are like just so like they're so stupid that like it's
But they'd be
Cool
terrifying
for
in
me.
the 80s.
yeah. Oh, 100%. Like I get like the older like that's fine. Like it's scarier. But like the newer ones like he like comes out of like the burning house and the newest one too and there's like 100 firefighters, and they're just like shooting him with a hose and like the lowest pressure. He's just like walking through, like killing him with an axe, like one by one. And they're like trying to fight him with like a fucking umbrella and stuff. It's like,
But yeah, I mean, I think the Halloween ones are. I think I think Mike Myers is a classic villain. I don't know what they're gonna do with after this one ends. I mean,
they'll wait 5-10 years and just rebooting
which
them
sucks.
all.
They should have one like every few years.
I think it's about time they start hitting that Jason market.
Yeah,
The Jason has not been out in a while.
Yeah.
Jason, and who's the other one?
Freddy.
Freddy. No, I thought there was another one.
The Scream guy?
Leatherface. I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
You watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I've seen them.
Ew.
You wouldn't watch that?
No, I don't
You
like.
can't handle it, or
I don't love like scary movies. I don't like slasher movies. Not my style. If I'm watching a scary movie, I like Sinister.
Halloween
like
Town on
Conjuring.
Disney
He
Channel.
likes the ghost stories.
Yeah, it's like,
Blair Witch Project.
that's a little freaks me out a little bit.
Oh, that was good.
Conjuring 2 is my favorite scary movie.
I think
How
that
come you
one's
not
pretty
like
scary.
Thrasher movies?
Thrasher, slasher.
Yeah, like skateboarding.
No, there's some of the T in there.
Hmm?
Don't they call someone
Thriller?
with a T?
What do you mean?
Thriller? There's
Thriller, thriller and slasher. You got them.
No, I thought.
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
Thrasher is like a skateboarding brand. I think.
We should write a movie that's
It's
a
thrashing
slasher, but you're a skateboarder.
A slasher thrasher movie.
You just hear the wheels of the skateboard
Tony
coming
Hawk
and
gets killed.
It's fucking like kunai as the skateboard, so it just
It's like Green Goblin's board. It just like stabs them. All
It'd be a
right.
good movie.
What's your 3, Dan?
My third one took me a minute to find it. I didn't know I was gonna be able to find it. Was it Indominus Rex? The T-Rex?
oh, from Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park?
No.
Did you watch the Jurassic Park movies?
Are you saying like the newer ones? or
The
old
newer ones.
So Jurassic World.
So it starts in Jurassic World. It's the T-Rex with the raptor,
yeah, okay.
Indominus Rex.
Is that what it says? Read that.
What's that say?
Indominus.
Indominus, whatever. I hate that dinosaur. I absolutely hate it. It kills the good old classic T-Rex, snaps his neck in the movie, an iconic T-Rex of the movie.
Takes him out.
What?
It takes him out.
Snaps his neck.
I haven't seen the newest one.
I have. Not the latest one. I think it's very cheesy.
Isn't it like the old people come back, like from the originals?
Yes, that part's fine. The graphics and the overall storyline are awful. It makes me. I mean, it just wasn't in the storyline. The storyline doesn't make sense, and the acting was some of the acting and the graphics of it was a little bit questionable. But yeah, so that'd be my third one.
Not bad.
I only thought that when I saw it out there on the all the
That's
Jurassic
a good
Park
damn
boxes.
list. The dinosaurs on Dan's list.
They portray that dinosaur.
Michael Myers and a dinosaur.
They portray that dinosaur as a piece of shit.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Next
pick.
up, King Kong.
I am interested to see what the rest of this list is. It's a classic. That's a great list. I like it. It's not normal.
That's very
but-
flavorful.
Yeah. it's-
I'm trying.
I'd
Okay.
say mine is next one is not. It is Thanos. I say it's hard to argue. That's recency bias, obviously, but
Yep.
to make a threat to where to have all those heroes have to try to team up and it actually feels like it's actually dangerous enough was pretty cool.
But for the most part, he was right.
Yeah. Well, about the half or the.
Yeah.
Mike
it had
likes
his
the
reasoning.
looming threat of him. Steve just agrees with his philosophy.
For the most part. If we could pick and choose the people. And
It made someone is an interesting
Eternal
villain for
salvation.
sure.
But see, that's where I think the argument is. Like, I would have put him clearly as one of the best villains of all time.
Yeah.
One of the, but I wouldn't put him as my favorite.
No.
He's definitely one of the best villains of all time, for
Absolutely.
sure. But he's just not my favorite.
How they opened up Infinity War with him beating the shit out of the Hulk with the fucking bare hands and whipping him back down to Earth. It sets the tone for it pretty hard. But
Yep.
big purple bald
I
man,
just
number
thought of a
3.
classic one.
It's number 3, Steve.
my number 3 is the king of the Koopas himself. Bowser.
What do you
They
think?
crossed my mind when you said video game characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a villain. He's a
iconic.
really good villain.
Who?
Bowser.
Oh.
He always comes back. That's better than a lot of other villains. Voldemort. bam, gets beaten up by children, and then doesn't come back ever
Steve,
again.
save the argument down the road, okay?
I'll save it for the worst.
That's coming down.
Anyway,
Did you guys talk about that? Did you?
Just say, what do you think of the trailer,
Yeah.
Steve?
Jack Black as Bowser is fucking great.
What do you think about?
Chris Pratt as Mario fucking sucks. He sounds like Linda Belcher.
Everything else about the movie seems great, but I don't know. I guess I'll have to see how he does it. That wasn't a good scene to show really as him either.
I just think it'd be cool to have that in a movie too. Like whatever, the voice. We'll see how it grows on me. My number 3. This is more just a personal one. It's Ares. I've read like all of the Wonder Woman comics, and he's pretty sweet in all of them. He's more of like some runs he's like a villain. Some of them he's kind of just like he is what he is. He's the god of war, so like he's like what he's supposed to do. Like he's not necessarily like wanting to like do stuff. He just like is that, and like some of the people like describe him where it's like he's just, if they're around him, they like get the like humans will just like want to kill each other. So
The urge
like
of war.
argue, yeah, it's like not even him doing it. So
True to his Wonder Woman faith of Nico.
yeah, he's so Ares number 3, the best Wonder Woman villain. Number 2, between a few, I wouldn't call him like a villain, but I'm gonna go with Sasuke. He's just kind of
Yes.
I needed to get some
That's a
weakness
rivalry.
on there, and he is the rival of Naruto, and he is just the best. He's the coolest. So
did you like that little toy I put over on your set?
Yep.
Nice. That's actually gifted to me from Boater, now to you.
down through the lineage. Yes, Sasuke number 2.
Speaking of lineages, I was torn between my number 2 between 3 people. It's the Mishima family. In Tekken. I've been watching a lot. I've been getting a lot back into Tekken because I love the lore, and I've always loved
He's
this. Since
trying
I was
to
a kid.
get good at it before the new one comes out.
Yeah,
Trying to
that
make
too.
his claim for the belt.
I've also been watching Tekken Bloodlines, which is a loose retelling of Tekken 3. That's on Netflix, and it's really good. Heihachi,
Is it
Kazuya, and then later down the line, Jin Kazama, all are just really good villains.
Their hair styles kind of like copy Dragon
Jin
Ball Z.
Kazama!
A little bit, but I mean, Heihachi's just bald, but he carries his baldness with
He's like
pride.
Nappa a little bit. But I like that one. Let's say my 2 now.
Yep.
Oh, look at my list, Dan. Number 2, I had just a generally pretty cool guy. The Terminator Arnold version.
Shocker with that one.
So that is one of the most iconic villains ever. That movie is fucking moist, the first one. After Sec 2 was good, then after that, this whole series is trash. But Arnold as Terminator, one of the most legendary movies of all
Is
time.
he really a villain, though?
In the first one, he was. He was the bad guy, and then in number 2, they get one of his models of robots and turn it into a good robot.
Oh, so it's not the same actual robot.
He dies at the end of that one.
It's the lava with the thumbs up, right?
That's number 2. The first one, they put him in like this metal crusher and his arms out, trying to grab it, and then
Like doesn't like all his skin melt off?
yeah, and he's just like the wicked robotic.
Yeah.
I am the
They they tried to get me back into it with the new one with Emilia Clarke, and I was excited about it, and it was just terrible.
Wicked big betrayal. There was another genuinely cool Arnold thing that popped up recently, but I can't remember. Number 2, Dan.
classic. You two might not care so much, but Nico should know this one pretty good. I'm gonna have to go with a top villain back in my day of watching TV and watching sports and all that. I'm gonna have to go with good old Triple H and WWE and the McMahon Helms. As a big Rock fan back in the day, I cooked the TV on right at 9 o'clock and watch Monday Night Raw or Thursday Night SmackDown. It was always The Rock versus the McMahon Helmsley faction. It was always Triple H, and the guy got booed like crazy. Everyone hated him. I think not only did I despise him. I thought he played a great villain. And in wrestling, you have the heels and you have the favorites, and
Wasn't The Rock a villain?
at one point, at certain points, yeah.
He's not your favorite?
The Rock is more like a good guy is called a face, and then a bad guy is called a heel. The Rock was better as a face. The Rock made a great heel, a great heel. If you go back and watch some videos of The Rock being a heel, and he would say, "If you smell," and he'd stop and go, "Hey, this isn't sing along. You don't copy me." Like, he was a very good. Even as a villain, he was good, and the crowd loved to cheer him as a villain. Triple H, people just booed the shit out of him. He was a heartless villain in WWE back in the day. And Nico knows.
He was great.
He was a great great villain. And he should have been a villain all the way through.
With his little groin chops.
There's certain wrestlers that are better as a villain. Roman Reigns right now is at the prime of his career. Great as a villain. Because they love to boo him already.
Yeah.
He's destined to be a villain. He was a hero for a long time and didn't do anything. They made him a villain, and he is top tier now. So that's my number 2. I had a lot of number 2s to choose from, but I went with that one.
All right.
Most hated, I guess.
You're hated, yeah, hated round. Just say it, but you know it's coming after.
You know what it is? Wait. Hated, like, not my favorite villain.
Yeah, this is your trash round.
Okay, want me to tell what it is?
Yeah.
It's the goddamn Mario Kart League, Steve, and all the cutthroat battling that goes on.
That's not how it works.
And CJ the Playmaker.
I thought you were going with...
No, this is still like a villain.
Yeah, the villains of Mario Kart League.
That's not most hated. You think they're just like not a good villain overall, is what this part of your list is.
They're not a good villain?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're changing that way.
Like overrated villain.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Back to reality.
Because if that's your most hated, that would be your number 1.
Oh, it's not my number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darth Vader, then.
That's what I was expecting.
I can't. I think he's a horrible villain.
On what merit?
Completely overrated.
Okay, why?
What do you mean, why?
You can say these things, but you have to have some reason.
Did you go back and watch the movies?
Okay, that's like
he barely does anything.
Like blows up a planet, kills multiple people.
He's not a good villain. I think he's way overrated.
He single-handedly committed mass genocide.
Okay, that's great.
In all the extended lore of Star Wars, he does crazy stuff.
I still
all while being
killed countless younglings.
That's the best part of the third movie.
Hunted a bunch of all the Jedi down across the galaxy and killed all of them.
Okay, first off, I can't come up with a good argument now because I was really looking to go after the Mario Kart League and all the backstabbing that goes on there with the red shells. Okay, but the Darth Vader is by no means a great villain.
Vader kills younglings.
No,
Voldemort gets killed by younglings.
Okay, you may find a list that says he's a great villain, but you're gonna find a list that says he's also the most overrated.
Mike, he's number 1 on that list.
What's yours, Mike?
Y'all were looking at.
Well, if Steve's is gonna be Voldemort, then maybe I'll change it to.
Mine's also Voldemort.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go on a side.
You want to have Voldemort
real
as well?
quick. I did have Voldemort, but
how do we all have Voldemort?
I also want to throw some Thrones hate in real quick. The Night King.
Yep.
He started out very well, and then they just had him killed by Arya by getting stabbed, and then made no sense overall. Oh wait, what did they do? They said, "Oh, he's the leader of the zombies, so if you kill him, then all the zombies die." They just came up with that just to quick end the series, and after making a show where everything was unique and cool. Fuck that. All right, Voldemort time.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Steve, do you have any?
I just don't much care for Harry Potter in general and how.
Can we stop the show and get Steve the fuck out of here? Harry Potter, give me a fucking break, Steve. It's a great fucking series.
I just can't get into it.
Well, then you just don't understand the world of wizardry, do you?
I understand the world of space
I can go
wizardry.
into some reasons why he sucks. One, he's bald.
Okay.
And two, is he ever even alive? Like the whole series is just reviving.
He comes back to life.
He's just like he's dead.
I'm sorry. Did Darth Vader ever come back to life?
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Once he's dead, he's gone.
Technically, he died at Mustafar and came back as Vader.
He got his legs chopped off and became Vader.
His legs and arms. And
he didn't actually die.
He had no
One could
limbs.
say
was
he
just
was
sucking in
resurrected.
Lord Voldemort
He was
died,
resurrected
got
in the back.
buried, and came and found a way through multiple
Harry Potter
avenues to
starts-
come back to life.
Harry Potter 1 starts, he's dead. And he's stuck to the back of a bald dude's head, just his face.
Okay.
And his body parts are split all over the place. What kind of villain starts out like that?
A villain who's making his way back to life.
And then Harry Potter kills him in the first one with the power of love.
Okay.
The power of love.
Okay.
By touching his bald head and
First of all,
burning
that
it to
really
death.
wasn't Lord Voldemort. Okay, then keep going. It wasn't really him.
And then he just, overall, is none
And
of
it
his
wasn't so
plans,
much the power of love, it was that he had the stone.
and none of his plans succeed. No, it wasn't.
He had the
Nothing-
stone in his hand,
There's
dropped
nothing-
it, and the stone's powers that were on his hands got him.
That's not.
It's
you're-
100% what
That's
it is.
not true.
He didn't die from the power
The
of
stone
love.
makes him enough to make him alive.
No,
The stone's a good
no,
thing.
keep
That's what
going.
you sound like.
Keep going.
The Philosopher's Stone is supposed to make you immortal. It's not supposed to kill you.
Okay, keep
Grow the
going.
fuck up, Dan.
Keep going.
What plan of his actually worked? He had all these plans and he just got killed by a kid.
Okay.
A kid with circle glasses.
What plans
like
did Darth Vader actually do that worked?
He committed mass
He
genocide.
killed every Jedi.
Okay.
Almost every Jedi.
Okay, Lord Voldemort killed who he needed to kill until Harry Potter.
He restored peace, balance, and security to his new empire.
Okay, and Lord Voldemort didn't do that. He took over the House of Ministry. He
For
killed
like,
the Minister of Ministry. Like
For like 24 hours.
he did all. No.
Vader controlled for 20 plus years.
For a long
That's
time.
a long range.
Do you know the time lapse between all the Harry Potters?
It's like one.
Deathly Hallows goes for like a year, technically. They're on the trail looking for all the stones for
How
months.
was Harry Potter the last one?
I don't know.
It's like one school year.
Yeah. He lived for one
So all your
semester.
arguments for Darth Vader can be put to Lord Voldemort as well.
No, it can't
Yes,
be
he
that.
can. Yes, he can.
No.
You can't argue that none of his plans succeed. Well, Darth Vader died at the end too.
He sacrificed himself.
He succeeded at literally every plan he had, other than
He was the
killing
chosen
And so did
Obi-Wan.
Lord Voldemort. He achieved every plan he wanted
And Obi-Wan
instead of
is
killing
next.
Harry Potter.
That's the only goal he had.
He took over Hogwarts. He took over the House of Ministry. What else?
Is this his chores list? Like that's not like.
But that's what Darth Vader's doing. Like he killed a planet. He had genocide. He had a list that he's
Nothing to
doing.
do. He's just
It's
like,
no different.
I'm just gonna blow this planet up because why not?
I agree. And Lord Voldemort blowing up houses and blowing up the
He
Ministry.
ruled the entire galaxy.
And Lord Voldemort ruled the entire world of wizardry for a long time. People were afraid to come out of their houses, Nico.
No.
Yeah, they were.
He
They
didn't-
were summoning people to the Ministry
They
building.
did refuse to speak his name, but that's probably just because it was a stupid name.
Yep.
Yep.
And they refused to speak his name.
Okay, my number one, Darth Vader.
Well, that is my number one as well. So. Steve, who's your number one?
Darth Vader.
Okay.
So what is the definition? Because I can go a bunch of different avenues here. I want a clear definition of what
He's
number
the
one
best
is. No. What is the rule
He
of
wants to
number
go
one?
off on the Mario Kart League.
Yeah.
Is what he's trying
No,
to do.
is it villains that I don't like, or is it
It's what
villains
you
that I like?
consider. Yeah, pretty much what you like. Who is the
So my
best?
whole list is wrong.
most
then.
iconic
I'm going off of
best
my
villain.
villain that I
the
can't
best
stand.
Villain. Yeah, that's a good villain then. It wouldn't
Nico
be
said
like
it could be all walks of life. So.
Yeah, it couldn't be like. I wouldn't pick like I don't like Voldemort. Like he's my hated, but like I don't not like him in the fact that like he's a good villain. Like Ramsay, I put as 5. Like he's a good villain. Like I don't like him, but like I respect him as a villain.
I can't go with that number one then.
Like, but Darth Vader, I do. He's cool, and he's intimidating. I understand why he's a good villain.
He does.
I'm
his
trying to
role.
think outside the box. I can go with Lord Voldemort, which is what my number one was going to be.
So you might as well just say it.
Yeah, just have it. So
My
You're
other
gonna strike
number
it to the
one.
record.
My other number one is going to be the store.
what?
Were the store is a villain?
Yeah, Tom, Johnny, you guys all come in here every day and there's a villain towards me, non-stop. I could argue that's a great team effort to be a villain.
Your whole
I
life,
suppose.
everyone's a villain.
No. Just the trolling that goes on here and the headquarters right here. Johnny, Tom, Mike.
I'm not really a villain.
We may have different
Sometimes.
ideals.
So I think at the end of the day, my list is different.
Okay, so is it Voldemort or the store?
I'm gonna go with Voldemort, I guess. He's my favorite
I
villain,
say because if you didn't say it, then he wouldn't have been on your list at all.
He's my favorite villain.
Okay.
and I don't think we need to go over the reasons why.
I think
He's clearly better than Darth Vader.
I think you just got shitted on.
Not really.
list.
Once again, it's 1 against 3, which then makes you guys.
Should that not mean something to you already?
Here's the irony of the situation. It's literally 3 versus 1.
I just told him to put up a poll on the Instagram. Who's better?
It's literally 3 versus 1. Now it kicks to my other one where it's the store against Dan, and you guys are my villain.
We're just all legitimately like Darth Vader.
Nope, it would be anything that I said. You'd be strong opposed to.
No, I knew you were gonna do.
I might have put like Voldemort as like number 5. If you
None of you respected him enough to put him on your list.
Okay.
And you just.
I did respect him enough to put him on my list as my most hated.
Nope.
Just like take a picture of.
I've long said I love to go head to head
Damn stupid head.
and argue that argument. What?
He's making a good post over there. He's putting your stupid head on it.
Yeah, another villain act. it doesn't stop around here.
I don't think I have the Instagram.
So I could argue that this is a villain.
Or else I could.
Oh god, that's my
Mike smashing my Legos.
You smashed mine first.
Steve putting in his oversized vehicles.
They
It's all
look
trolling.
cool.
Wow, Dan.
All right. Well, if you're watching, go vote on the Instagram story.
We all know what's going to happen.
It's going to be a landslide victory.
All these guys are going to call their buddies and get all the Darth Vader
I'm
fans
not
to
gonna say
vote.
anything. Don't need to.
And then it'll be anti-Dan again.
I mean, if 3 people at this table all already like him to 1, that's already like.
Well, first off, the problem is all 3 of you here are
population.
Star Wars freaks, I'm sure. I'm not a
Steve
Star Wars
doesn't really
freak.
like it that much.
I just think I'm not a Game
I
of Thrones
the
freak.
outside of the main movies.
I like Harry Potter. I think he's a far noble, far more respected villain.
Harry Potter now?
No, Lord Voldemort than Darth Vader.
No.
Okay.
Making things up.
Use Abe.
There's the store phone when we're trying to do content is on my villain list as well.
See, I could put like a funny villain list, but I didn't know. I mean, I guess that'd be like I don't know what to call it.
Were you saying you're long allowed to have this argument with Boder?
No, I destroy Boulder in an argument. He can't. He doesn't know how. He gets so enraged with the argument. He doesn't know how to argue points.
Perhaps you guys.
So mad that he
you'll have
becomes
to
so
make an
enraged
appearance.
he can't answer the questions.
You'll have to make an appearance on Nerd Class
Nope.
one of these days.
Nope.
I do have it written down now for the next live high five we do. It has to be the coolest people. We have to finally settle that debate.
The coolest people.
Yeah, we started this debate probably 6-7 months ago. Where it's what Hebrew said Arnold is just a cool guy with a Terminator.
What's the definition of cool
Because
people?
I forget what we were saying, but we were like, "What? You don't think the Terminator Arnold's cool?" And he said, "No."
Who said no?
Nico.
Oh.
So
I
that's-
forget why we got to that
neither-
subject.
I don't remember how we got into it either.
But I knew he had P. Diddy as a comparison.
Yeah, P. Diddy's
P.
cool.
Diddy's a genuine cool guy. Everybody thinks he's cool.
He'll be on my list. when we do it.
Arnold is not.
That'll be our next one. All right.
Yeah,
Anything else to say?
that's
No, I'm
it.
good.
Voldemort sucks.
Yep.
Whatever.
He's bald and he's got no nose.
Hit the outro.
If he had a nose, you'd be able to smell the
Doesn't
shit
need
that
a
he
nose.
smells like.
People went.